Dan Stickrad with NorthOaklandSports.com with Dave Mazinski. Dave, a veteran coach here at Auburn Hills Avondale for boys and girls soccer and girls basketball. The time has finally come. You have these new double turf fields, baseball, softball fields, upgraded, one of the best facilities, not only in Oakland County, but pretty much around the state. This has to rank up there with them. Kind of talk about, you guys have waited so long for this. Now you have something that can compare to everybody else.
Well, it's my 19th year doing this, so it's kind of nice to be able to come out and, you know, where people used to complain about being on our fields, being the grass fields and such, and the quality of it. Now we have an opportunity to be playing on, like you said, the premier facility. I mean, not only games, but also practice as well. You know, having the dual turf field, we don't have to worry about fighting with football about, you know, who's going to use the field when. And then, especially during the spring when the girls soccer get out here, it's going to be nice to be able to split up all the teams. You know, with a freshman program now that we have, it's going to be good. We'll have the opportunity to use whatever space we need. You know, not only do we have the turf fields, but we also have half-field football and soccer combinations. So if we ever need a practice on to prepare for a grass game, we'll be able to have, you know, that opportunity as well to get touches. So, you know, I think kudos got to go to you know, our superintendent, our community, for really working hard to get this going. And now that it's near completion, it's just, like I said, a special place to be.
Now you've traveled around long before a lot of these kids were in high school. You've seen the arrival of turf fields really in the last 10 or 12 years. What do you think makes this facility better than some of the others?
I think that, you know, when turf gets aged, you know, it starts to lay flat. It becomes very similar, you know, the old style AstroTurf. What we've got here is a nice long grass, great feel. You know, I think the construction company did a great job, and, you know, our group, great job in picking the type of turf that we want on the field. Like I said, it's just going to be something that's going to be nice, and because we did actually wait a little bit longer, we were able to get the 2 turf fields, probably for the same cost that a lot of these, you know, early people got one of them. So, you know, in the end, these kids get to, you know, get to benefit from it. So.
Obviously, no conflicts. You can run a tournament here, soccer-wise, both soccer and baseball, softball,
yep,
football, track. You can do a lot of practices all at the same time.
Absolutely. Like I said, it is the premier, to me, the premier facility. You know, I've been around for a lot of years, and I've seen a lot of facilities. And you know, while some of the Farmingtons have the, you know, the 2 turf fields and all, I don't think they really compare, you know, with what these, you know, give us.
Danny Swanson, senior at Auburn Hills Avondale High School. Now, Danny, you play club and high school soccer, so you have a chance to see a lot of turf and grass fields around the state. What does this mean for you to be able to practice and play at one of the better facilities around?
Actually, really good. This is probably one of the best turfs other than Ultimate. Just really nice, bigger than our last one. A lot of just new things, and then playing on turf here will be definitely different than grass a lot. But most high schools are turf now, so.
There's been a lot of anticipation for this over the summer.
Oh yeah, ready for that good facility and practice every day on it.
What was it like last spring, where, you know, when school got out, kids were coming out here looking outside, they knew they had to go on the road to practice with sports. You're an athlete, so you probably were thinking, what is it going to look like? When is it going to be done?
Yeah,
Was it?
that was I even drew pictures of what it could be, and then they put out like a map of what it will be, and it just like, wow, we're getting this. It's pretty sweet.
Is it almost surreal to finally be out here?
Yeah, want to be the first one to score at this field.
All right, Joe Davison, senior at Auburn Hills Avondale. Now, Joe, you're a soccer and baseball player here. The 2 new turf fields are completed. The baseball field should be completed before the end of the year. Kind of talk about just the arrival of all the new facilities and what it means to athletes here now and athletes in the future at Avondale.
Well, for me in particular, I'm excited because it's my senior year. I think it'll be special to to participate in my final sports on a new facility. And I, in particular, have a brother. He's a freshman, and I know it'll be cool to watch him grow up on these new fields and rather than having the old ones.
Was it kind of rough as a junior having baseball, track, a lot of these sports have not only go off-site for practice, but you never really had a true home game?
Yeah, it was really tough. After school, we had issues because everyone had to get in their car and go to colleges nearby to practice on their fields. And we didn't get our full time in. Typically, we had long practices, but we had limited time this year because we only rented out the facilities for a certain time.
When did you guys find out about this, and how's the anticipation been the last few months?
Well, I found out at the end of last year they started the construction, and it was exciting to have the new facilities. I was just sort of worried if they'd be ready or not, but now that they're ready, it's exciting to start our new season on these new facilities, and hopefully it'll attract a little more of a crowd because we've had a little bit smaller attendance in that.
Nathan Chapman, senior at Auburn Hills Avondale High School. Now, Nate, you're a soccer and track athlete at the school. Kind of talk about the time has finally come where the turf fields and new stadium and track is finally completed. You have a chance to compete. What does that mean for a senior athlete, and really the kids coming up as athletes in this community?
It's a great thing to finally have a turf field because we're so used to playing on grass, and all these other schools have turf, and it's kind of, it's a different playing field. So when they come to us, they're at a disadvantage. When we go to them, we're at a little bit of a disadvantage. But it's really cool because it's obviously a great facility, and they've given it to me. It's senior year. It's such a great feeling, and got a great track too, soccer field, great team. It's going to be a fun year.
Does it almost make, if you're a student here, this is kind of a lure to be an athlete because they're not just getting the turf fields, they're getting new baseball and softball fields as well?
Yeah, probably. You want to be out here, like, under the lights and everybody cheering for you. It's great. And, I assume it makes people, hopefully we get more people to come out to track. It's you football players, need some throwers.
Now, when is your first game here officially for boys soccer?
September 6th. I think we're playing Andover. First day of school.
So one of your rivals.
Yeah. Should be a good game.